Hey everybody, I am back. Second live of the day. We got one more left later tonight. I am in my office today at the warehouse. If you've been watching me inside Subscription Box Week, you've probably seen me at my house, in my home office all week long. I don't know, something looks a little fuzzy over here. This is why I did everything at home, because sometimes our internet at the warehouse is a little wonky. So let me make sure that I can see myself here. If you're watching, let me know that you're here. I would love to say hi to you. Let me find us in Subscription Box Week real quick. And then we will, you see me? I don't see me either. Hold please. I know this is what I did. This is what I did the other day when I was live with Lauren. I forgot there's this streaming thing that you have to do when you stream in multiple places. And so when I'm streaming just regular to the page and to YouTube, cool. But when I go into a group, I have to hit one more button, and I keep forgetting to hit the one more button. So that's what's happening today. But I'm glad you're here. Let me make sure that I am pulling us up here, and then we're good to go. There I am in Subscription Box Week. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. If you're not sick of me yet, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and kind of pull back the curtains a little bit and show you the inside of Launch Your Box. If you've been on the fence, if you've been like, I'm not sure, let me just show you. Let me just show you what you get. And if you've already joined, this is a perfect like walkthrough of what you have in there that you don't even know you have. So I'm here. Hey, Sam. Hey, Christy. Hey, Julia. Hi, Rose. Hi, Laura. All right, we're going to do this. First, I have someone very special in my office, and she's getting ready to leave. So I wanted to introduce you to her. You probably, if you haven't met Allison on an after-hours Zoom call, you've probably been talking to her inside Subscription Box Week, but she's here with me in the office. Everybody say hi to Allison. Allison and the rest of the community team have been working their tails off. And so, she's just about as glad as Subscription Box Week is over as I am. But she's here. She's getting ready to leave. I just wanted her to say hi. Anything you want to say about the week or new members or anything?
Yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm Sarah's community director. So we've probably talked a lot this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to so many of you.
Look, Laura says you killed it this week.
Thanks, Laura. I've seen you in the groups, so love getting to make those connections. I am so excited for all these new members that are here. I think I can speak for the whole community team that this is like what fills our cup, like getting to see you guys making wins and having progress already. We've seen so many already in the group in just a week from Subscription Box Week, and now we're already seeing them inside of Launch Your Box. So,
and they're already making progress.
I know, it's crazy.
I love it.
I was working with Sarah to share some of the wins, and so I'm just super excited. So I don't know if most people know this, but I actually live in Kenya.
Yeah, Nairobi, Kenya.
I live in Nairobi. So if you are like a late owl or night owl, you're going to find me a lot. I don't know. You guys used to call me like the fairy that comes and like cleans everything up.
She's overnight. Like the night fairy that she comes in and handles everything while we're sleeping.
Yeah. So if you're a late night person, get ready to hang out with me a lot. Yeah.
Or if you're a 4 a.m. person, Allison's still up too.
That is also me.
This is when I talk to Allison. It's either 10 o'clock at night or it's 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when our schedules overlap, where one of us is not sleeping. Yes. But Allison is going back to Kenya on Wednesday. So we got to give her a few days to adjust. She'll be back in the group over in Launch Your Box. But she came here to the States to just go through Subscription Box Week during normal hours instead of overnight hours. But yeah, she's headed back home to see her baby and her husband, and she'll be in the group making sure everyone's answered.
Yes. Also, Carrie and Abby are not on live with you. Carrie's live. Hi, Carrie.
Carrie's in the chat.
But know that we have an incredible team that is here to support you. There are no dumb questions.
Yep.
There's nothing like to be shy about. Post it. That's what we're here for. We love you guys. So ask away.
Okay. Okay, awesome. And I got something for the newbies too. I'm going to show them something that's going to help them feel less anxious about posting a question when you're nervous. I've got something to show you too. So bye, Allison. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you through the back end of the training library. So the biggest thing that you get when you join Launch Your Box is our entire library of resources and recorded videos of training. And so I'm going to show you that first so that you understand what that looks like. There's sometimes that members will come in the group, and I'm live in the group about 3 times a month, and we answer a ton of questions and we do posts and stuff like that. And they think that that's what Launch Your Box is. It is so much more than just the group. It's the training library. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to take a look at the training library. So if you're new and you haven't been in there before, I'm going to give you your kind of first look at the training. There's my smiling face right there. This is pre-tan. Sarah, I've got a little bit of tan going on. This was last year. This was probably last winter because I have a sweatshirt on, and it's still 90 degrees in Texas. But when you come over to the library, you'll log in. Here's the other cool thing about the library. There's a Kajabi app. So Kajabi is the platform that I put all my training on. It's the platform. There's an app that you can put on your phone, and you can log in from the app on your phone. And so basically, if I'm like out and about, or I wanted to, do something else, it's right in my app on my phone. I was going to show you what that app looks like. Okay, no judgments when you look at my phone. There's a lot of bubbles, and I don't even care. Can you see that red K? That's the Kajabi app, and you can download that, and then you just put your Kajabi username and password, and then all the things that you have from me, that app, it'll come up there. So if you're out for a walk, you can listen to a training. You don't have to be on your computer or anything. So that's really awesome. Okay, so this is the training library. So this is the dashboard. You're going to get a little welcome message from me here. So make sure that you've joined the Facebook group. I noticed that some of our new members still haven't joined our Facebook group, so make sure you're in the Launch Your Box Facebook group. We have a brand new broadcast channel. I'll be talking about that a little bit this week because our current members don't really know about that yet. I haven't talked about it. And then the schedule's down here too. So if you want to look at what's happening in October. So tomorrow there's a new member connection call happening in the morning. And then on the 21st, I'll be doing a live Q&A, kind of like I did on Friday inside Subscription Box Week. On the 28th, I'm doing a social media review. So that will be live. I'll be looking at people's social media pages and giving feedback. So that's what the schedule looks like for the rest of October. You can also hit this blue button right here, and you can like add this to your calendar, and then they'll be on your calendar, and you can just click it and you can see it. And then you don't have to forget about it. So our calendar is constantly updated, and you can add that to your calendar. And then when we add the new schedule in for the new month, it'll automatically populate on your calendar too. Now over here on the side, just some of my resources. My blog is here. My YouTube channel is here. My podcast is here. If you're new to me, let me know in the chat. Did you find me from a Facebook ad? You listened to my podcast, or you found me on YouTube, like Facebook, podcast, YouTube, or some other random place? Let me know in the chat. I'm really curious. Also have some of my favorite supplies for your subscription box business in my Amazon shop. And so those are right in here too. And so this is also a searchable field. If you're looking for something on packaging, you could type that in and it will show you packaging. So there's lots of resources on here. Facebook is killing it. Do y'all see this? Listen, when people tell me that Facebook is dead, it kills me because my ads are so successful on Facebook. That's where I found most of you. So that's awesome. Okay, so then let's go up here to the little hamburger menu. When you click on this, this has all your lessons in it. So every training video that I have done is in here. Now the kicker is you have to complete the getting started module before you can do anything else. So you have to go in here and you have to complete these 2 lessons. So do that first, or you won't be able to access anything else. We just need to make sure you understand the getting started stuff before you move on. Then you're going to start to move through this. Now, I don't know if you saw my post today, but I told members that they have all the videos from this week. It will be in their library as long as they're a member. So everything we did this week is right here organized for you. So if you want to go back and watch anything we did this week, it's in your library. All the interviews that I did are in here as well. And then you start, and it's in order, like it's in order of the way you should do things. So think of it as a roadmap. We're going to build our audience first. So you're going to come in here and you're going to start building your audience. Each one of these are videos and they're not terribly long. This one is 6 minutes. And then you can click to the next one. It's 12 minutes. And what I want you to do as you go through these 22 minutes is I want you to listen and implement. Watch and implement. Okay, so don't treat me like Netflix. Don't binge watch me and then think, okay, I'll go back. You're going to learn things as you go through, and I want you to just stop and implement. And I've seen lots of things in the group about, like, I work a full-time job, all the things. I did too when I was building my business. And so if that meant every night I picked one module and I worked through it and I implemented the things, and then the next night or 2 nights later, I listened to another one and I implemented the things. And that's what I want you to do. So first, I want you to start working on building your audience. And there's lots of ways that we're going to build an audience here. And all of these are videos and lessons for you for that. Now, sometimes, let me find one. Sometimes I have a download for you and you'll see those right up here. Let me find one that has like a download so you can see what that looks like. Well, I'll find one. Hang on. I'll find one for you. I know the launch module has one, so I'll show you. Some of them have downloadable things. If you're working on your brand, I saw several people working on their logos and their brand. This is an amazing workshop that my friend Christine Jerry put together for us. And so it's all about building your brand. And this is like colors and logos and fonts and all those things that we need to do. Lindsay says, I don't feel like they're in an order for newbies, as it's saying freebies and opt-ins before we've built a page, landing page, or have an email address. You're going to be building the plane as you fly. So when you realize that you need an opt-in, you build your CRM. When you realize you need a landing page, you're going to build your landing page. It's not let's build this beautiful website and get all the pieces going and then start this. It's let's build it as we go. And so what needs to be built first? We've got to build an audience. And so those things under the building audience need to be built first. And you don't quite understand that if I just threw, here's your tech. If I threw the first lesson is set up your tech, people would be bouncing all over the place because it's overwhelming and it's hard. But if I say, this is how you build a landing page, that's your first order of building something on your tech. You don't have to have a full website set up. It's just building one page and then putting an opt-in form on there. And so that's the way I have them set up. Don't look at that and say, I have to have all this done first. No, when you get to build an opt-in, ask yourself, what am I missing here? I need to build a landing page, and then go down into the tech pieces and figure out what a landing page is. Figure out what your email CRM is. Do these things, but you don't have to do all the tech first before you can get going. Okay. And Megan says, what if we have an established audience? I still want you to go through building an audience. I'm building an audience every day I wake up, and I have a very well-established subscription box. I have to have opt-ins. I have to have page followers. I have to have engagement. I am constantly building an audience. So it's one of those things that I want you to go through it and drill it down. What am I currently doing? What can I do better? And what can I do more of as you're going through the building the audience stage, because even if you have an audience, you might be building it for the subscription box. You've got to build a wait list for the subscription box. So don't think that you can just skip through everything, okay? Sorry, still battling the cold. We get down to the pre-launch. So we've gone through building your audience. We have a brand kit workshop. We've got tech tools when you need those, and you can skip around. They're not like you have to watch them in order. The only thing you have to watch first is that getting started module, and then you can go wherever you need to. Here's the waitlist strategy. We've been talking about building a waitlist really early on. And so here's the strategy. Here's how to create your waitlist opt-in page, building that waitlist, nurturing that waitlist. And then there's components of a high converting sales page, because you're going to want to build a sales page before you launch. Okay. So this is, okay. Carrie says this one has a download. Let me show you. Oh, I see it right here. It's so hidden. You don't realize it's there. Do you see this one? It needs to be like flashing lights or something. There's a download here. So if I click this, it's a download that you can have access to. And then, so you'll see some of these. There's worksheets, there's swipe files, there's different downloads as we felt like you needed them. So when you see a little 1 and an arrow down, or 2 or 3, these are downloads for you. So just kind of look at that as you're going through the modules and you're listening and you're learning. I'm usually referencing something as I'm training too. And so it's bigger and says download on a full screen. See, they're teaching me stuff every day. Let's go bigger. There we go. See? That's why you have to have a team. 1 downloads. When you're scrunched up like this, it's just an arrow. See, I just learned something today. Okay, then I've got marketing tactics and strategies. I've got, let me show you this cool bonus. Here is a bonus. If you struggle with social media, this is awesome for you. And this could be something that you pull, like after you go through building your audience, you're like, okay, I want to go and use the social media caption creator. And so what one of my team members, my copywriter on my team, Mary Lee, she created a custom GPT in here. So you just click this pink, and basically it's going to help you build captions for your business. So it's a LauncherBox social media caption creator. Let's create captions, and you can we can just start there. What's your subscription box product? What would you like to post about today? What tone do you want? And do you want 1 caption or a batch of 3? So this is a custom GPT we've built in. I have to answer some questions. It's going to spit out some captions for me. So this is in there. If you're a LauncherBox member and you haven't used this, hang on, I can't get back to, there we are. It's in there. Let me show you where it's at on the sidebar. So go down here. I think it's right after the marketing module. It's the bonus social media caption creator. Then we're talking about logistics. Then I've got content, which is your product. And you can see here, these were just updated in August. I go through and I'm year-round updating information. Information changes like every time we turn around. And so we're very aware of that, and we're re-recording, providing new information, updating older modules. And so these 3 are actually brand new that I just re-recorded. And then let me just tell you my favorite module of this entire library is the launch module. Y'all, if I just took this module out and sold it separately, this would be like a $1,500 course right here on how to launch. And in this thing, like you're getting worksheets, like I was working on my own. You're getting worksheets and files and ideas and plans. And it's like, if you took this launch module and just worked the strategy, built the schedule, went through the plan, and did it like this module alone would be worth $1,500 easily if I took it out and sold it separate. And I've built this so that you can launch successfully. And I've built this as a proven model of how I continue to launch after launch after launch. And I just launched twice in the last 90 days. I launched my teacher subscription in July, and I launched my box in August. And in those 2 launches, I got 761 new subscribers from using this exact strategy. There's printouts, there's worksheets, like there's so much in this launch module. I'm so proud of this launch module, but I used this exact method to launch my own subscriptions. And I think that that's what the beauty of this. These are tried and true methods. And then not only have I done this, but you look at Lauren's done the launch. You look at Christy's done the launch module to the T. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. I got the map for you. All you have to do is follow it. And then we built this post-launch, because when you launch your subscription out there, you're not done. Like, this is an ongoing process. And so I built this post-launch module, how to do a live unboxing, how to create content from that unboxing, how to get your subscribers to consume the contents, and then how do you continue to audience build and get new subscribers, because that we have to do that every month. We're not just one launch and done. We have to keep doing that. And then in here, I know you heard me talking when I was talking to Nicole this week about Tech Talks. Here's all the past Tech Talks. Sometimes we get into like a specific topic. Sometimes we do Q&A. And so all those past recordings are right in here, and we've labeled them by category. So if you're trying to build a landing page, go back and watch this one. You've got the tech gurus and, walking you through it. And then there's a Pinterest training. There's Facebook ads training from my friend Susan Bradley, how to hire a VA, a virtual assistant. We've got all kinds of bonuses in here. And then you've got my podcast, my Monday Momentums, all the live trainings, Q&As, and something that our new members have been binge watching has been the member box openings, like the one I did inside Subscription Box Week. All the rest of them are in here. So you can go back and watch whatever you'd like to. But here's where I'm going to caution you. Don't spend all your time watching. Watch and do. Watch and learn. That's how we make progress. We can learn all day long. But if we never implement, we're going to be in this exact same spot we were 3 months ago. So I'm going to caution you not to binge watch everything, but stop and take action. They're not going away. They're going to be here for you. So let's start building our audience. Let's make sure we're locked and loaded. We can work on our brand while we're building our audience. We can work on some logistics. We can work on some tech, but let's just keep going, okay? And so when you get into like the launch module, by the time you get here, you're going to know what I'm talking about, and you're going to be ready to launch your subscription. Or maybe it's a relaunch. Maybe you've already launched your subscription and now it's time to relaunch. This is the same plan I use to launch and relaunch again. And I do that multiple times a year. And so all of these things are in here. What's your launch schedule? What's your social media plan? What's your live plan? What's your email plan? Let's put it all together. Let's talk about launch ads and plan and strategy. So all of these are in here for you. Okay? That's just part of Launch Your Box. That's just part of it. The other part of it is that you get the Launch Your Box group. And so much like the Subscription Box Week, we have Launch Your Box set up similar to the layout of Subscription Box Week. So you're going to see posts from me pinned at the top. You're going to see the guides. This is where information is put in here. If you're brand new, start with Guide 1. It's going to get you connected in all the places. And then we keep a rolling 3 months of content in here. So in September, this is what we did, and there's more. All of those are in here by month. So this is what we did in September. And then this is what we did in August. So everything is in here. You're working on your website? Go look at my 5-minute website review training that I did back in August. I'm critiquing people's websites, and it's going to, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Thank you, Carrie. I'm so sorry. Okay, go back here. Start over. Guides. Start with guide 1. Welcome. And then what I was saying is each guide is a month. So this is where you can see everything we did in September, and you can go watch anything that you missed in September that you want to go back and watch. You can go into August, and this is what I was saying. If you're working on your website, go check out my last 5-minute website reviews. I do reviews inside LauncherBox all the time. So I'll review boxes like you saw me do in Subscription Box Week. I will do websites. I will do sales pages. I will do social media pages. Those are like the main things that I want you to have locked and loaded. And so I will do those, and we'll talk about what I'm seeing, just like I did with the boxes, and how you can improve them. And then if your site or your social media didn't get picked, you watch it and you be like, you look at your own, you're like, oh, I do that too. Okay, I need to fix that. Oh, I've got that here. Okay, so all of this is in the guides for Launch Your Box. Events is also where we'll have the schedule. So you can add it to your calendar. You can also hit going on the events inside the group here. And so either way or both, I like all the notifications because I tend to forget things. So this is the Facebook group. Now, we also have another group that I want to make sure our new members are aware that we have. So it's totally self-paced. It's not time limited. You totally work on it when you have the time and when you're ready to. It's here. It doesn't go away. So there's so many of you on different journeys. Some of you are working a full-time job. Some of you are empty nesters. Some of you are retired. Some of you are all in on building your business. So you just work on it when you have time. So a year or two ago, when I would bring a bunch of people in from a launch, I got nervous that they were afraid to ask questions. And so we decided to build the newbie group, the LYB newbies. And it's for everyone that's brand new. One, you can find your person in here. This is like the room not to be afraid to, you don't be afraid in any group, but if you're a newbie and you're asking a ton of questions, go to the newbie group because you're going to feel way more comfortable asking questions. If you're not, you will be in the big group, but this helps other newbies look at questions. Maybe your question is something that they're thinking, but they're afraid to ask. We just built a separate group. You can be in both groups if you'd like to. You just have to request to join. It's called LYB Newbie. And so if you want to be in the newbie group, this is where our newbies are, working on building their businesses, asking a lot of questions. There's all of that in the main group, but sometimes it can feel like a lot of different kind. Yes, it's a Facebook group, Lori. So Launch Your Box group is a Facebook group, and then the Launch Your Box Newbies is a Facebook group. I just wanted to create a safe space for someone that has a ton of questions to ask and they're afraid to fill the feed up with all those questions. And so that's where we built the newbie group. And I love the newbie group. And so we monitor both groups daily. So you can be in both groups. You can just be in the main group. Don't always be in the main group because that's where I'm live. But this might help you if you're brand new to everything and you have a lot of questions. This might help you feel comfortable with that. Okay. So good tour. You've got the training library. It has over 60 training videos in it. And remember, don't feel overwhelmed. Some are 6 minutes, some are 10 minutes, Some are 30 minutes, depending on what you're working at. And you work at your pace as you go through there. And we're here with that. With the training library, you're going to get me live in the group. I'm live 3 times a week, not a week. I'm live 3 times a month inside the group. So, and we typically drop a training. Sometimes it's live, sometimes it's a recorded training that we drop in the library. Like we have a new training for the month. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get well. So typically almost every week there's something from me in the group. Plus you have the training library. And then we're there. Allison is there. Carrie's there. Abby's there, answering your questions, helping you navigate where to find stuff. The next right question. Always have the tech fairies in there, Heather and Nicole. You'll get to meet them when we do tech talks again. But I want to make sure that you understand the resources that are available to you. You don't have to go down this road alone. There is so much knowledge in this community. We have thousands of subscription box owners. So many of them answer each other's questions. They're in all industries, all levels. And so don't be afraid to ask questions, and also give that back. The more you give, the more you get. When there's a question that you know the answer to, or you can provide value or feedback on, take the time to do that, because you want someone to do that for you. You really get out of LauncherBox what you give to LauncherBox. And I'm just here to facilitate it and keep you accountable, keep you moving forward, and keep you making progress. Okay. Michelle said, I launched my first box today. No turning back now. I love it. This just made my day, Michelle. Let's go. Let's go launch our boxes. Let's go build an income for ourselves. And let's be proud of what we're doing, because we can all do this. We can all do this. All right. So if you have joined LauncherBox and you haven't requested to get in the group yet, go get in there. If you are not a member of LauncherBox, I would just love for you to join us. So go ahead and get signed up today. This will be the last day to join. And and then tomorrow we start working with our new members. All right. Y'all have a great afternoon, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.